Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. My name is Ciarra, and please do remember, if you do not like what I say, how I say it, or why I say it, then please do feel free to click off this video and go about the rest of your day in peace. And so we are back again with another pick a card, and this is going to be covering the topic of what is it you need to be aware of for 2021. So again, we're discussing this year. We're going to be looking at just like what information in general you just need to be kind of aware of, to keep in mind throughout this whole entire year, things that maybe will come up event-wise. I also do want to mention, if you guys are interested in ever getting a personal reading or checking out some exclusive content, my Patreon link will be down below. I have the monthly safe for work pick a cards. I also now have the not safe for work, the spicy reading pick a card tier as well as those personal readings, different options for that. So if you guys are ever interested in that and want to help support the channel, that would be one of the best ways to do it. And you get access to all of my uncensored artwork and all kinds of fun stuff like that. So, and the Pisces podcast. So with that said, let's go ahead and introduce you to our main piles here today. So for pile 1, we have orange calcite. For pile 2, we have emerald calcite. For pile 3, we have pineapple calcite. And for pile 4, we have the red calcite. So take as much time as you need, meditate on the piles, use a pendulum, whatever it is that's going to help to connect you to your guides. Again, focus on that question of what is it you need to be aware of or to know for 2021. And of course, if you're attracted to more than one pile, that is perfectly fine, because your personal messages might be spread across more than one of these piles. So with that said, I'll see you at your pile selection. All right, for those that chose pile 1 here with the orange calcite, we're going to go ahead and see what it is you need to be aware of here in 2021. So we're going to go ahead and just flip over all the cards and see what we got here. So we have Mars in Taurus with defense. We also have Saturn in Capricorn with riches. And I was definitely getting a sense of that already. Like, money is going to be a big concern for you in 2021. Protecting your money, cultivating your money, your assets, your resources, your security, your stability. Like, all of these things are definitely going to be a big emphasis for you in 2021, and how to maintain that, and also how to make it flourish for you, because there's definitely a lot of opportunities for that. You need to stand up for what it is that you believe in and hold on to your integrity, though. Let's see what else we have here. We also have, wow, look at that. We have the new moon eclipse with expect powerful change. So whenever there is an eclipse happening, especially in regards to a new moon eclipse, definitely look that up for you in 2021. See when it's happening, if there is one happening. Otherwise, this year is about really big changes for you. You're going to go through massive shifts. There might even be like a career change happening or something in regards to your stability. Let's see what else we have. We also have the cauldron with containment. So again, manifesting something, cultivating, and again, storing your particular energy, I get the sense of. Let's see what else we have. Wow. You have the dragon coming out with supernatural. You are the ancient wise sage. You can shapeshift at will. Mastery is your destiny. Rise with dignity. Really, really strong energy coming out for you guys. So don't be surprised if you see a lot of dragon imagery this year. It comes out at you. And again, this is a year about you learning your mastery. And also, you might have a lot of supernatural occurrences happening this year, and they're going to be like big awakening moments, or just again, a stronger sense of your intuition being on fire. Pay attention to your dreams. And we have the messages of every step counts. So there is an advantage to taking things slowly. Breathe deeply and fully as you consider your options. And you have resilience. There's no need to rush or push. There's a time to take things as they come. You have the determination and patience to handle what is happening. This is very earth energy as well. Just have to mention that again. It's interesting. Again, you have every step counts and you have resilience. And both of these cards are practically reiterating each other of again, letting you know that for this year, you just need to take things slow and steady. Especially, again, there might be a lot of changes happening for you. You just kind of need to roll with those punches is what I'm getting. So let's see about particular events, especially with our particular astrological cards coming out here. So we're going to talk about that Mars first. Mars in Taurus. So with that, let's see. It is saying, when this card is dealt in a reading, it shows a need to defend something the questioner values. So the particular events are starting up a new business, playing the stock market, a quick business deal with a profit, a possession that makes a leap in value, beating a competitor. So again, those might be things that occur for you here in 2021. Again, a lot to do with kind of your business. Maybe you're starting a business or something that you own is going to be jumping in value. So pay attention to, again, maybe you're going to be like going through some stuff and you're going to find something that you weren't expecting and you're going to be surprised because it's actually worth more money than you realize. So things to keep in mind with that is like heirlooms, coins, like actual money, like the physical money. I know like a lot of people don't use that anymore as it is, but you know, certain coins, and it might not even be like a huge amount of money, but like some coins do jump in value, or there's interesting like misprints and stuff like that. It's a whole thing that you can look up. But again, that's just an area maybe to pay attention to, especially since we have a coin featured here and we have riches. So let's talk about our riches card here with Saturn in Capricorn. So with this, when the riches card appears in a reading, it usually points towards the successful conclusion of a financial arrangement or deal. So particular events are the stock market. So you have the stock market coming up more than once here. So I don't know if that's something some of you have considered maybe investing in here in 2021 is the stock market, certain stocks, but it might be a payoff for some of you. Dealings with government organizations, involvement in politics, receiving an honor of some kind. Very cool. So let's go ahead and also look at our few other cards that we have here, like our powerful change with the new moon eclipse. Let's see what that has to say for you guys. So if you want affirmation that you can achieve your dreams and get the desired outcome in the situation you're asking about, then this is it. This is a card of beginnings, and there are powerful energies at work. But be prepared. It could be quite a ride, and events now could even be jarring and uncomfortable. Well, one of my lights just went out. Oh, that was crazy. However, any new direction you take will almost always lead somewhere better than where you are at the moment. Whatever is happening now is happening for a reason you'll appreciate later on. A new portal is opening up, and all you have to do is have the courage to forget about the past and move through it. You're being put back on the right path. There is nothing to fear here. That is fantastic. Really, just overall good energy, especially if you guys claim this and you work at this. You can make 2021 a really good year for you, especially in regards to like money and your career. So to attune to this, never mind the past. Life evolves every single day, and that's why you have to just take it at a time. And you know, when the opportunities come around, take advantage of it. So yes, 1,000 times yes. You are being shunted towards your life purpose. Whatever is happening now is happening for your highest good. This is an important turning point in your life. So yeah, 2021 is going to be that moment. So looking at our cauldron as well, it is saying this is important there is important information missing. Someone is hiding something from you. Don't make your move until you have all the details. Harness and nurture your natural gifts. The world is not ready for what you have to offer. Wait until the time is right. And that's also part of this resilience, you know. Take things as they come. You have the determination and patience to handle what's happening. So again, this is definitely a year of getting things started, but it might not be the year of when everything comes to complete fruition. Maybe not until like maybe the end of the year. But again, rely on your natural gifts. What are your natural gifts and talents? Identify those things, because that is what's going to help to lead you to your life's purpose, because that's a big emphasis here for your year, is your life's purpose. And finally, let's see what additional messages the dragon has for you guys. So, the key words here are master of the elements, strength, raw energy, good luck, wisdom, achievement, success, confidence, old soul, life force, and magical. So, dragon is a mysterious, powerful, and dynamic totem. It is the shaman's and magician's wisest ally. Dragons are pure conscious energy and can shapeshift at will. All 4 elements have dragons. Air dragons control intellect, reason, and illumination. Fire dragons harness creativity, passion, and mastery. Water dragons are depth, insight, intuition. Earth dragons rule wealth, riches, and manifestation. So if you're drawn to dragon, you are called to step into your highest potential. You can lift yourself up from mundane struggles and become liberated from the common life. Are you ready? The winged dragon is symbolic of transcendence, freedom, and higher consciousness. It is a symbol for emperors and kings. If dragon is your totem, you are marked for power, powerful change. Use it well. A purposeful life is your great treasure. Your wings are your breath, your body, the earth, the water, your blood, and the fire is your eternal spirit. Let your life rise from the ordinary to become the extraordinary. So with this coming up, you want to ask yourself, are you roaring around? Have you misused your power? Or have you not even tapped into it enough, into your natural gifts? Have you been hiding in your cave too long? Do not be too reclusive. So make sure that you're getting yourself out there into the world right now, especially when it comes to, again, showing off your talents, showing what you can do. But again, take it slowly. You don't need to rush ahead because, again, you have the necessary skills and talents to make it happen, which means you don't need to push so much. You just need to naturally let things unfold, but you need to make sure you're still activating those things and you're not, again, just kind of like sitting there not doing anything, expecting it just to happen, because that's not going to work for you either. So with that said, that is everything I'm seeing here for this pile. So if this resonated, please do let me know. Feel free to, again, check out my Patreon link down below if you want access to exclusive Safe for Work pick-a-cards, not Safe for Work pick-a-cards, personal readings, artwork, Pisces podcasts, all kinds of fun stuff like that. Definitely do check that out. And I will see you in the next one. For those that were attracted to pile 2 here with the emerald calcite, we're going to go ahead and jump into your reading here and see what you need to be aware of for 2021. So starting off, we have Jupiter in Libra with negotiation. We also have Saturn in Pisces with loss. So you definitely might need to be making certain sacrifices here in 2021, especially in regards to something you are negotiating. I also feel like you guys really need to work on balancing your masculine feminine aspect hardcore in this particular year. Let's see what else we have here. Oh, you guys got quite a few of these. So we have the message of enjoy the journey, stay present and flexible. Many changes are going on for you and around you. These changes are not only good, but necessary. Bring your awareness into the now rather than focusing on the past or the future. That might also be a part of what this lost message is, where it's like, you can't be focusing on the things that you didn't go right in the past or that you lost in the past. You have to focus on the present and the now and enjoy the journey and the changes you're going through right now. We also have gentle moderation. Take your time. Pressure from others or yourself can be released by renegotiating what you're trying to accomplish. Holy shit. So some of you have been way too hard on yourself, especially because maybe things just haven't gone your way or you haven't quite achieved the things that you expected to, especially at like this point in time. But again, it's all about this gentle moderation and renegotiating what it is you're trying to accomplish now at this point, because it's all right to change your mind or for things to adjust and shift. And you have rediscover your zeal. This is what it's all about, is rediscovering what it is you're truly passionate about, because maybe, again, what you've been focusing on really isn't meant for you anymore. So pay attention to the passion you are feeling for discovery, learning, exploration, spirituality, travel, your work, or your relationship. Passion and desire go together, especially as inspiration. So wherever you're feeling drawn to, whatever area of your life, if you feel like you need to travel, if you feel like you need to go back and study something again, you need to focus either on your work or you need to focus on your relationships. It's like wherever your passion is, wherever it is that you feel lit up, that is where you need to put all your attention to right now. So we also have full moon in Capricorn. The end of a tough cycle approaches. This is really positive for you guys, for sure. So obviously, the hard times that you've been feeling is about to come to an end, especially when you recognize that, maybe a certain ending is here and that it's time to renegotiate what direction you're moving in. We also have the element of air with imagination. That is crazy because we have inspiration coming up here. So maybe some of you are coming up with a bright new idea that you need to really focus on. Also, clear communication is going to be an emphasis for you. And lastly, we have dog with friend. So today I will love without condition. My energy and enthusiasm are an inspiration. That is your key word for this year, inspiration. I choose to be happy. I am a protector and friend. Yeah, you guys have the power to choose happiness. You just have to choose it. You can't, it's not like, I feel like some of you think it's something like hard to achieve, but you literally can just choose to wake up and just choose, you know what, I will be happy today. And you keep reminding yourself of that throughout the day. And sure enough, maybe at first that practice might not work. It might be kind of hard and difficult, but if you keep at it, sure enough, you will start waking up every day and you will be happy, especially when you focus on what it is you're passionate about, what it is that is meant for you. And stop, again, maybe working at something that is to appease another person. Maybe, again, questioning what you're sacrificing and who you're sacrificing it to. So let's go ahead and talk about these astrology cards here and the particular events that might be coming up here. So we're going to start off with our Jupiter card with negotiation. So in a reading, the negotiation card indicates that the time has come to make a decision and that there is a need to consider the pros and cons of a situation to make sure the answer is acceptable to both parties. So the events here are learning a language for a specific project, taking the chair at a meeting, being spokesperson for someone unjustly accused, negotiating a business deal, marriage guidance. So again, those might all be areas and things that you guys are focusing on in this year. And then we have our Saturn card with Pisces. So with this particular one, when this card is chosen in a reading, it indicates a loss of some kind. But it may be worth thinking about what is really concerned here. Could it be that the inquirer is really worrying about someone else's loss, not their own? So the events here is a feeling of loss, situations involving hospitals or health clinics, work in the field of complementary therapies, counseling others, developing interests in the occult. So some of you, again, maybe that passion that we're talking about, that interest for you is either like learning this language for a particular reason, whether it's for travel, it's for work, it's something like that. Or for others of you, it's about, diving into the occult, diving into the supernatural a little bit more, into your own spirituality. What is it you're trying to communicate through that? So let's look at our Moonology card here with the full moon in Capricorn and see what it's bringing to your table for this year. So with it, how hard are you willing to work for what you want? This card is reminding you that effort is required. Work issues may be about to come to a head when this card comes up. If you're wondering if you should stay in your job or leave, this card can be a strong sign to make an exit. The end of a rough time is forecast. This card also asks you to consider how ambitious you are and whether you're prepared to pull out all the stops to make your professional dreams come true without being ruthless. With a love question, this card can be a call to face reality. Whatever situation you're asking about, making a plan will help. If your personal life is troubled, prioritize it more. So, the tune to this moon for you guys is release control and trust the universe. So, a professional project may be ending now. Admit if you've been overly hard-headed or hard-nosed. Find a balance between your personal and private lives. It's time to stop fearing the worst. Worrying about loss. So then we have our air element coming out for you guys. And with it here, it's reminding you, work with the element of air to still the mind. Meditate daily. Start a new project. Trust your second sight. Write, paint, or draw. Get outside, hear the wind, take long walks, or skydive. So these are all things that you should prioritize here in this year. Write more, paint, draw, do something. Get in connection with this air element and just do something for the pure enjoyment of it for you. To again, activate your mind. Trust in your second sight. Trust that you can, do all this and meditate daily. So lastly, we're going to see what our additional messages from the dog are for you guys. So the key words here are friendship, protection, discerning, playful, loyal, reliable, obedient, vocal, brave, constant, and love. So when we think of the word dog, it is often followed by the term best friend. Dog people are some of the best companions any of us can have. Those with dog as totem have a tremendous capacity to love. Dog people are often found helping others and serving humanity. They have an uncanny ability to know the character of others, sniff out problems, and sense the truth. Dogs have acute hearing. This gift helps alert others to impending danger. You might be clairaudient as well. If dog is your totem, you are a protector, friend, and playmate. When you don't like someone, you are very vocal about it. You easily forgive the shortcomings of the human family. You are brave in the face of danger. Dog people have a very kind and loyal nature that can be taken advantage of. Watch out for this and remember to love and protect yourself as well. With dog as totem, you may be drawn to a life of service and will be devoted to your friends and your worthy missions. So with this being here, you want to keep in mind and ask yourself, have you forgotten to be your own best friend and take care of yourself? Are others taking advantage of your generous nature? You can say no. Have you been barking too much? You can play more. Don't let others abuse your loyalty. So keep all those in mind as you're going through this particular year. Because again, these are all aspects that might be coming up very strong for you. So with that said, that is everything I'm seeing here for this particular pile. So if this resonated, please do leave a like, comment down below. Make sure to subscribe and turn the bell notification if you do not want to miss any future uploads. And of course, if you would like additional content like the Pisces Twin podcast, Safe for Work, pick a cards, not safe for work, pick a cards, aka spicy love readings, and all kinds of stuff like that, as well as artwork and personal readings. My best place for all of that is going to be my Patreon link down below. So thank you all so much, and I'll see you in the next one. All right, for those that chose pile 3 here with the wonderful pineapple calcite, we're going to go ahead and jump into your reading for what it is you need to be aware of, to know for this particular year, 2021. And so what do we have here? Ooh, we have the moon in Aquarius with independence. So yeah, this is a year to really engage with your independence, to really launch out there, especially because this is something that is going to be deeply emotionally fulfilling for you to do. And it is very necessary. We also have fulfillment with Saturn in Sagittarius. So some of you need to maybe take an independent trip overseas or to a foreign country, or again, somewhere outside of your normal I was going to say habitat, but your normal area, because you need to get out there and you need to explore more, especially by yourself. I get the sense of, or maybe with friends, but you're still doing it as like your own entity. And this is something that you decide for yourself. Let's see what else we have here. We have clearing the excess. You are entering a transitional phase that would benefit from clearing away excess clutter, whether it's in your physical body or your physical space. So cleaning up your diet, detoxing majorly, like all aspects of your life. This is the year for detoxing and kind of starting afresh so you can reconnect. You may even want to travel to somewhere that is tropical, somewhere that is really beautiful, has very clear water, really vibrant colors. It's interesting because every time I use this particular crystal, and if you're attracted to this particular crystal, the tropics and just like this sense of refreshing energy always comes up with the pineapple calcite. So again, if you guys are really attracted to this stone, this totally makes sense. This is always the energy that comes along with this stone. We also have here setting up perimeters. Excuse me. I can read. Assess your relationships and determine how they are aligned with your goals. Setting boundaries requires an honest evaluation of your present relationship. So yes, very much kind of focusing on this Aquarius-like energy where it's like, yeah, you need to set up these boundaries. You need to reestablish. That's part of clearing the excess, and detoxing is also looking at your relationships. Like, what relationships are actually working for you? Which ones are not? What people are honoring you back, and set those boundaries. Do not be afraid to say no to somebody, especially if it is hindering or coming in between like you and what your main goal is. I'm really picking up on a lot of this really lovely green color here, and like, that could definitely be connected to your heart chakra in particular, as well as your solar plexus, because it's like a lot of like this yellow-green color. Again, if you're attracted to this, makes sense, like this very grassy kind of green color. True green, however you want to put it. But it's like your solar plexus and your heart chakra are going to be really important this year. And then look at this. We have take note. Your answers are being given to you. Quieting external voices and excessive noise will give you the chance to hear what is being offered. So your guides and your higher self and everything is definitely reaching out to give you these messages. The key, though, is to get quiet with yourself. And that's part of maybe why you need to kind of branch out and become a little bit independent, especially in relations to everybody else that you're around, so that you can hear your own voice again. Let's see what else we have. Adjustments are required. Third quarter moon makes total sense here. Again, there's some things you need to adjust. You need to make some changes, especially to achieve your highest fulfillment. We also have this. We have Ostara with incubation. So that, Ostara has already happened this year, but this might have been a really important point for you last month in particular. And, you really need to carry this energy with you throughout the rest of this year, because this is a year of incubation. Again, going within your own shell to again reconnect to your deepest inner self. And we have the moose with wisdom, connecting to your wisdom. Let your head and mind reach to the stars, yet keep your feet grounded on the earth. Listen to the ancient wisdom in your soul. The ancestors speak through you. You know much. Again, taking note of the messages that are coming through in this way. So let's address what particular events might be coming up here with these astrology cards. So we're going to start off with our moon card, with the moon in Aquarius. So often when this card occurs in a reading, it shows that the person asking the question is trapped in a mental whirlwind. It indicates a need to let go of emotions and to allow feelings to express themselves without rationalizing them. It also suggests that the questioner's home will be used in the future for group meetings with some kind of good cause or humanitarian subject. So the particular events here is some kind of unconventional assistance, original ideas brought to bear on a situation or subject, A second opinion canvassed an interest in astrology. So explore your own astrology. Learn about your natal chart. Learn about your natal placements. Maybe you do have Moon in Aquarius. So let's go ahead and see about our fulfillment card with that Saturn in Sag. So with it here, it is a reminder. Usually when this card turns up in a reading, indicates a successful culmination to an ambition or business venture. This usually has something to do with a contract in a foreign country. So events are an important business trip abroad, an international conference, acquiring a reputation abroad, the effects of a major faux pas. So really interesting. So next up, we're going to talk about our Moonology card here with the adjustments that are required for you. So let's go ahead and see what this has to say. I think this is at the beginning of the booklet. Yep, here we go. So think of yourself as a vessel that has been filled more and more over the past few weeks. Some of what has come your way may have been wonderful, but there's also a lot of negativity, and you need to let go of this. Whatever situation you're asking about now, be honest about whether there are toxic emotions involved which you need to release into the ethers. This card also comes with the promise that all is not lost. However, there are changes or adjustments required before you will get to where you want to be. A change of course is forecast now. That recent events have been understood and acted upon. There may also be a crisis now which will remind you what you want and what it's time to let go of, so pay attention. So, to attune to this, you have to say to yourself, I am reevaluating the situation. So your life may be out of balance, and this may be causing your issues. It may be time to hatch a whole new plan. And you have this incubation here. You literally have the egg here. So this might be very much like the energy you're in right now. So something new and exciting is around the corner. Trust may be required to move this situation forward. So let's now talk about the Ostara card that we have here. So with it being present, let's see. What you have wished for will come about soon. There are underlying factors that need to be considered before completion. A new project is about to take off. Allow your dreams to unfold naturally without forcing the issue. You have a reason to feel excited. New beginnings await. Very promising. And honestly, I don't know if you've picked any of the other piles here, but so far, this has been a common theme that's come up of not pushing this year. That is the collective energy where it's this year for all of us is not about trying to push things. It's about just going with the flow and just allowing things to happen naturally and at the right time. Which makes a lot of sense considering everything that we've been through the last few years. So let's go ahead and see about the moose and see what other additional information it has for you. So the keywords here are accomplishments, opportunities, self-esteem, worthiness, greatness, majesty, wisdom from the elders, instinct, honor, longevity, steadfastness, and fearless. So the moose is a powerful totem. It is a unique energy with many contradictions, awkward yet graceful and plain but beautiful. Moose are masters of wisdom and perception. In spite of their large size, they are swift, confident, and fearless. Moose people always have a strong presence. Their totem stands 7 feet tall with a crown of antlers almost as wide. Their antlers are said to act as antenna to the secrets and teachings from the wise ones. If moose is your totem, you are mystic and sit in the council of the ancestors. You are smart and outstanding in your field. You are intuitive, and from an early age, you have experienced connections to spirit that have eluded others. You are a strong survivor. Moose lives a long life. Your lofty heights are not for the many, but for the few. With moose as totem, you are sure to travel the long winding path to your destiny, wisdom and majesty. So with the moose coming up, you really want to ask yourself, have you wandered into negative territory? Head for higher ground. Again, clearing out the negativity you're holding on to. Have you ignored your intuition and have been led down a wrong path? Adjustments are required. Do not worry. You are a strong individual that can handle anything. When in a struggle, take the higher ground. Exactly. So that is everything I'm seeing here for your cards of what you need to know. Of course, if this resonated, please do feel free to leave a comment, leave a like, subscribe, turn on the bell notification if you want to stay up to date with everything that I post. And of course, if you want more content, exclusive content in particular, especially like the Pisces Twin podcast, artwork, personal readings, more pick a card content, both for the safe for work and not safe for work, aka the Spice Man. Definitely do check out my Patreon link down below. And I thank you all so much for watching this reading. See you in the next one. For those that picked the fourth and final pile here with the red calcite piece, we're going to go ahead and see what it is that you need to be aware of for this year of 2021. So, starting off, we have Saturn in Aries with risk. So maybe you need to take some more risks this particular year. You need to step outside of your comfort zone. You need to be a little bit more like aggressive and out there. We also have Mars in Pisces with escape. Interesting. Maybe that's part of why you need to take a risk, because maybe you've been like, right as like things are about to happen or that opportunity is about to come, you pull back. Let's see what else we have here. We have mutual beneficial venture. So a mutually beneficial venture. So there is an extraordinary connection at the forefront of your life at this moment. Utilize this relationship to benefit everyone concerned. So exactly, do not run away from this opportunity or this person or this relationship. Jump on the risk. Open yourself up to it. We also have where you need to be. Acknowledge how you are feeling. Have faith. The universe will take care of a current concern by providing the best possible outcome for all involved. It's really interesting because both of these cards are talking about like the benefit of everyone, concern about everyone involved. So that might be a big emphasis here. Taking the risk to really think about the other people around you. We also have here Jaguar, old soul. Walk through life with confidence and grace. You have power from beyond the world. Focus on what you really want. You can create your dreams. Really interesting. You also got additional cards here. So we have full moon in Leo. Don't let pride get in your way. So that might be key of why like this concern about other people is kind of coming up, where it's like, make sure that, yes, you need to focus on creating your dreams, but don't be forgetting about everybody else around you at the same time. You also got the additional cards of broomstick with clearance. So you really need a clean house. You need to kind of detox a little bit. This is kind of a common theme coming up for more than one pile here. And additionally, you got tarot cards with guidance. So listening to your higher self. Work with the tarot. Work with your higher guides and everybody else around you to find the answers. So let's dive into our astrological cards here. Let's talk about Mars first, that Mars in Pisces. So with the Mars in Pisces, its message for you guys is going to be about, when this card is drawn in a reading, it may show that the questioner's desire to please others to the exclusion of personal needs has placed him or her within a complex and uncomfortable relationship or situation. Mars in Pisces is very rarely a fighting aspect, and more often than not, eventually, when all other options fail, leads one to escape from a situation by any means available. So particular events here are using great energy to extract oneself from a tricky situation, working extremely hard for the benefit of others, shutting one's eyes to the reality of a situation. So maybe you need to kind of reevaluate as well, like how much you're doing for other people, or like what is happening with everybody else around you and your connection with them. Like there's something about reevaluating that situation, whether it's like, either you are being too prideful, you're focusing too much on yourself, or you're focusing way too much on other people and you're not kind of focusing enough on you. It just depends for each person, I think. So with Saturn in Aries, this is saying when this card is drawn in a reading, indicates a tendency to take everything too seriously and shows that allowing a sense of humor to express itself in the current situation will not denigrate conscientious work in any way. It's time to relax and take a measured risk. So events are a justified risk taken to provoke new possibilities, a sudden regretted action after a long bout of concentrated impatient work, pushing oneself into a position of power through intense work. So again, maybe this has to do with a work situation for some of you, since that's coming up so much. Let's talk about the full moon in Leo as well. So with this energy here, it is saying, have you been letting your pride become an obstacle? Is the question you're asking based on your ego, or is it from your heart? Leo energy is all about the heart. Think of the big-hearted king of the jungle, the lion. Its energy is magnificent, but when it's combined with the rush of the full moon, it can become over the top. This card may have come to you because you need to end a deadlock that has developed. More love and thoughts for the greater good are the solution to this dilemma. If you've not been doing as you would be done by lately, this is the time to find a balance between your needs and the needs of the people around you. This will help all your relationships. So this is a big year about you mending bridges and fixing things within relationships, because maybe you have been too self-centered, is basically what this is saying. It just depends for every person and your own situation. Apply it how you will, but to attune to this, be magnificent without being plain too much. Self-esteem is good, vanity is not. Everyone is equally important. Creative urges should be followed. Work some magic. A friendship may be ending now. Interesting. So then we have our additional cards here. So let's start with the broomstick. So with this being present, it's saying, stale energies are preventing you from receiving and moving forward. Time for spring cleaning. Only keep around you that which makes you feel positive. That includes with people. Meditate and pray to clear your mind. Clean up your act. Purify your thoughts and actions. And then you also have the tarot cards here. So this is saying, tarot reveals the answers you are seeking. Do not be too proud to ask for help. The signs are all around you. Look for them. Learn and study the tarot. You have a natural talent for reading tarot and delivering messages. Trust in your psychic abilities. You already know the answers. Damn, that's really interesting. And lastly, we're going to talk about our jaguar and its additional messages for you. Sorry if you're hearing like weird sounds. There's a big old truck outside my window right now. So let's talk about the jaguar. So where is the jaguar? I'm trying to find it in my booklet here, and it's wanting to hide. Let's see. Where are you? Ah, there we go. Black jaguar, the panther. So the keywords here are lunar magic, mystery, charisma, power, profit, protection, passion, strength, stealth, sexual, grace, rebirth, and royal. So the keywords here are, or those were the keywords, excuse me. So the message is, if the black jaguar is your power totem, you are blessed with a fierce guardian. It is a spirit imbued with courage, grace, valor, and power. Panther is a symbol for the dark moon and all the things we can and must see beyond our earthly vision. Black jaguar is the poet, prophet, protector, and artist. They are associated with with old souls and those who know. Jaguars are always happy to be alone, and they are never afraid. The fearlessness comes from knowing what lies beyond the veil, and that life is an illusion, hiding an eternal truth of life everlasting. If you are ever lonely, frightened, or lost, call upon the spirit of the jaguar for company and direction. If jaguar is your totem, she/he will be there for life's changes, growth, and discovery. Panther teaches that struggle, suffering, and endings push us to become the persons we were born to be. Do not resist this gift. A new life awaits the brave souls who are willing to face the dark night of the soul. Wake up with the dawn and walk gracefully into a new world. Panther will be by your side. So this could be a heavy year for you guys in the way of like shadow work and really addressing insecurities and fears that you're holding on to, and especially any kind of toxicity in relations to how you relate to other people or the people around you. That could be a big thing that comes up. So you really want to ask yourself, with this totem coming up, find guidance from your own inner light. Drop old anger to let new blessings flow. Don't let your raw passion get you into trouble. Take time alone to renew your power. So that is everything that is coming out here in the cards for you. So if this resonated, please do drop a like, comment down below. Make sure to subscribe and turn the bell notification if you want to keep up to date with all the videos that I am producing and releasing. And of course, if you would like more exclusive content, help support this channel, definitely do check out my Patreon link down below, because you get access to things like the Pisces Twin podcast, artwork, more safer work pick-a-cards, not safe for work pick-a-cards, as well as personal readings. So thank you all so much, and I will see you in the next one.